Is there anybody out there? Can you see us? Are we here? Just put a hashtag live below if you can see us, LIVE. Oh, it's lovely to see all of you. Okay, I've got a very special announcement today. It's actually to do with Dr. Shallu Sharma. I've known Shallu. How long have I known you for now?
2 years.
2 years. 2 years, but it feels like a lifetime. It feels like I've known you, like, you know what I mean? And we've got a chance to physically meet as well. You came to visit in Delhi, so I've actually met you. Many of our students I don't get to meet. And so Shallu is a very special human being. And what makes her really special is that she wants to learn. She wants to grow. She also wants to do the best in everything she does. She wants to serve at the highest level. And Shallu is able to combine compassion with inner inquiry, with holding someone's hand on the outside and making them feel seen. Shallu's got a lovely bubbly personality as well. She's got this playful, laughter, jokey side to her. And having had the privilege of watch some of her videos of giving therapy sessions to others, is she brings this humor in, this lightheartedness, this safety in, which is just such a delight. And it's my great honor and privilege to announce today that she's being certified as an EFT practitioner. Very well done, Shallu. How are you feeling?
It's a big question, how are you feeling? And probably if 2 years ago you would have asked me, I would have said, fine, good, and not really felt it. But today, as you ask me, I'm like, wow, Shallu, you feel. So I can differentiate between feeling humble right now, feeling this opening to trust, that excitement, that possibility, it's mixed, but it's so clear in my body. It's so clear. It's just like many of the new beginnings. I feel it thoroughly. Yes.
That's so wonderful to know. Thank you so much for sharing. And Shallu, you also are the first to get clinical EFT practitioner as well. And what does that mean? It means the number of days that you studied EFT for. It also is a reflection of the number of hours that you put in terms of your EFT study. It's also a reflection of learning therapeutic practice, because you went on to come on Inner Child Matrix and you learned more about therapeutic practice and working with the different medical wellness labels, as well as working with relationship and career and health. And then you went on to do questions mastery and trauma reverse, which you will complete next year. And so it gave you like a really holistic, way of working, what I call a clinical way of working, which is also working to the clinical data in terms of the clinical information behind EFT. So it's a really big achievement because, whilst it may not be a 3-year degree, it can sometimes feel like a degree because you've had to write up, 9 case history, 3 case histories, 2 on other people, 1 on yourself, then 50 sessions. And I suspect you did more sessions than the requirement as part of your transformation journey. So very well done in achieving clinical EFT practitioner as well. How is that feeling for you?
As you said, it's huge. It's magnanimous. I'm just short of putting a second PhD behind my name, probably.
Yeah, you can doctor. Shallu, double doctor.
And I own it.
Yeah.
This one I own it. This one I own because EFT chose me, It chose me. Like it kind of pulled me. It attracted me towards itself. This whole possibility, how the name says, emotional freedom technique, and then freedom. So I could not really ignore that freedom. as to what was that freedom that was too great a possibility to lose or not to have. So from where I was at, and to be away from that, that's the gift of EFT. And personal, of course. Professional, definitely, because I often get complimented, and I never used to take them before, but I can take them openly with my heart, with grace, and yes, I think I'm getting there. People saying that, you know, this helps. I had so many live shares wherein, you know, you feel that, wow, this is huge. So it's not that I felt it, it came from the outside. It's like, wow, this is huge. And when you have that scientifically, clinically proven, evidence-based level to integrate that, it comes in with a different flavor. It's actually huge, and it sits right at the vibe that I am at. You know, the vibe of understanding. All my life has been about understanding, understanding, and understanding. And now when you add that understanding to the concept of allowing to let the emotions flow, it's huge. I think, as you said, it's holistic. It's in entirety. It
Yeah, so
feels
how you shared that. Now tell us a little bit about you, Shalu. Like, so you already are a scientist by background. Give us a little flavor for you, your background, what got you on this path. Share a little bit with us, whatever you feel safe to share.
sure. I know this is always a safe space, and if anyone can benefit from what I have to say, I would be more than honored to speak. So long story short, I was in a place where I had like everything, you know, materially or physically or what you work towards. But still, I found myself stressed and had a couple of labels like maladaptive anxiety disorder and other stuff. And I was looking for something which was beyond this. And I digged myself into research, finding ways, reading, analyzing, understanding. Didn't go anywhere. It felt incomplete. I was still falling short, falling the trap of same triggers, same patterns, same issues. And somewhere started to blame myself and, you know, just ruminating in my head that this has to be something wrong with me. But coming to EFT was, I was skeptical, to be very honest. I was skeptical that what's it going to do, which I could not do in the last 8 years by myself. And then came one of the processes with you wherein we discovered and explored the hyper-vigilance and over-explaining that I had. And you helped me walk through a process and a place where I uncovered a point in time. I made a decision to do that in order to be felt, seen, and important. And that was huge. I was like, okay. And suddenly, you know, it's like 2 + 2 fit in. And that was the beginning of it. I think it was the day 3 or 4. And all my skepticism, all my what ifs, all my analysis just fell into place. And I just flowed with it. And I think I've hit home with EFT. I've hit home with EFT.
Well, that's so good to know. And I love the way you describe that. Now, what have you personally got from EFT yourself? So you've explained a little bit, but tell us more.
Mm. I have a 7-page write-up of what I got with
It's a beautiful
EFT.
write-up, by the way.
So, to put it simply, I think I'll use one of the terms that you often say, and I feel it's so true. The benefits and gains are seen every day in my personal life, in my professional life, and the way I show up for my family and at work. And it's cross-contextual because I'm working on one layer of pain or issue or the trigger that I have. And when that gets resolved at a psychological, cognitive, and emotional level, the ripple effect is there in all the things. And that's my journey so far. Every day exploring something, every day becoming a better being. And in all this process, I won't say it's just my work. And when I have these tools and I work with the clients that I work with, boy, oh boy, they're the biggest teachers, they're the biggest teachers. And when they are stuck, I can understand where they are at, because if I've worked through it earlier, it helps. And if sometimes I fall short too, and then I come back to it, and as you've taught us, and I love that, you can do a small, tiny piece on yourself, what was happening for you. And that resolution is immense, because next time when you come across that situation, it's never same. It's integrated. It shows in your behavior that switches happen in your mind. And that's where I am at. I have those micro switches turning on every now and then, every time I work with the client, every time I have a personal issue. So the growth is, it's upwards from a space where I was stuck and numb and total dissociation, I would say I was emotionally illiterate. I don't have any shame in saying that anymore. I was emotionally illiterate. And over this time, I have made peace with the emotion that I did not allow to feel. And I'm feeling those, and in allowing those feelings to happen, my body, my health, my mental capacity, the way I show up, the confidence is not the live wire, hey, I got this all confidence. I don't have to fake it. I'm living the benefits of EFT every day. Every day.
That makes a lot of sense, what you've just shared. And I love how you shared that. Now, I have seen testimonials people have given you, for example, and they've given you permission to also share, because I've seen some of your preparation of your master classes, for example. So give us a little feeling for what have other people got from their sessions with you?
So since it was a clinical setup for the certification, I worked with varied different kind of clients instead of just my niche or my tribe. So I would say primarily three type of people. One is middle-aged women and young adults, like from 20 onwards until 40, 52, 56. They've come with issues like labels of depression and anxiety, and having issues with the body fatigue, stress, chronic PTSD labels. Now, when we started, it's the same zone that I was in. We don't feel anything. What is the feeling? What's the numbness? And at the end of 6 sessions, not even 6 sessions, I think second or third session, it becomes so much clear what all has been bottled up and how truthfully they own the words they were analyzing in the session 1 and 2. To actually feeling it, that I was not given acknowledgement, this is not right. They should have validated me. And you get that space to vent, to let it flow. And then coming to the space of like, wow, the pain of not being acknowledged. And they cry. And sometimes I had a happy dance last week, from a place of that I'm failure to I'm unstoppable. And that was immense. That was immense, because there was a total shift of what the person was at. And that's the kind of work we do. Everybody's alive inside. Sometimes it's hidden. That cinder is hidden under layers of hurt, disappointment, rejections, the give and take of the world. And these clients, when they have this safe space created with the tools that you've shared with us, they can let that drop. I have seen for myself, I've let that drop in my sessions with my senior practitioners. And it's so liberating. The freedom that we talk about, that's what they sense, that's what they feel, that I did not even know I could have it, what I'm feeling right now. That's huge. That's huge. I mean, for me, I feel like, wow, they've hit home, just like I did hit home. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's such a beautiful description. And you mentioned something really amazing, in your own story, was about this numbness, how people can have like a total shutdown on the inside. but they may not know that they have a shutdown going on. What shows up on the outside might be a failed marriage, or perhaps, struggling with money, or maybe dissatisfaction with job. It can be so many different things that show up on the surface, but underpinning it can be, as a child experiencing childhood trauma, or perhaps a parent that shut somebody down, or, maybe a school teacher that made someone feel that they were not capable. And so, in the sort of delayering of what happened as a child, it allows the sort of reparenting to occur, and then sort of moving forward. So I love how you've been able to be that, for other people, and to be that, safe space for them to open up and experience their freedom. Now, if you had to explain EFT to someone and they said, what is EFT? How does it work? What would you say to them?
I started with it being, it's also evolved like every person or every journey evolves. So in the beginning, I used to say, it's like the drain X, you declog the stuff that is stuck for ages and you just bring it out. And then as I got to understand its benefits, both somatically, the mental reframes, and to an extent, even the touch, the soothe, the self-soothe that happens as you go along, I switched between 2 or 3 definitions. Probably I'll just share one. So I tell them that, it's an internal detox. But this internal detox is at a level wherein you are in charge of what you're doing. And you are allowed to go as fast in the detox as you want, or as slow. It's at your own pace. And I'm just holding a space for you. That sits well with them. And another thing which I feel for myself, and every time I use EFT for my personal peace, and since the women who come to me, they're in the age group that I am at or younger, so they are familiar with this thing called the transparency sheets, which many of us used in colleges and schools, probably. So these are like, plastic sheets, and you write content on there, and then you blow it up on a projector, and the whole world or the audience or the people or the class sees it, and you speak, or, you present. Now, by default, these transparency sheets are reusable, but we don't have that in our brain. So things that we carry from the past, they are written and we think they are not changeable. So what EFT does, it softens them. It allows a space for them to be questioned, to be erased, and made blank new for you to choose what you want to write. So it involves your mind to make those choices. It integrates your body to allow that feeling or emotion to process and work through. And it also gives you encouragement and support as you tap along and work through those energy meridians through your body, that, okay, everything is okay. My nervous system is safe. What I'm doing, processing is fine. And I think they feel better with that, because it's more of a felt experience for myself as well. Yeah, pretty much. But it changes depending upon what kind of a person I'm working with and what is their background, what they prefer listening to, and how they understand. What's their method to understand life and process life.
Yeah, that's beautifully shared. And I love how you make it so easy to understand as well. Now, if you had to give us some wisdom, some words of advice, some learnings, what would you share with all of us?
I'm still distilling that concept of wisdom for myself, but my mentor taught me, never teach from theory. So where I am in my journey, the only wisdom I can share is give yourself a chance. If you're feeling stressed, you're depressed, you're anxious, something is not right with you. Just give yourself a chance for whatever that is. Give yourself a chance to allow that pain the thing that is keeping you stuck, and you know it internally. We all are so intelligent beings that we know it internally. There's something not right. There's something not fitting well. Allow that not well to probably lead you to freedom, I guess, lead you to freedom that you so deserve. So just I gave myself a chance, and I was given that chance. So just take that chance. I won't have any other wisdom. I won't have any other wisdom.
That's beautifully put, get the direct experience. I love that. My teacher also taught me that as well. So, so now you've reached this milestone and you've been waiting for this milestone for a while and you put a lot of hard work in to get here. What now? Like, what's your dream, your plan? Like, what type of people you want to work with? And you also like qualified as a BCNLP facilitator where you can do group work. You'll probably soon be doing EFT group work as well, and you'll finish your inner child matrix. So what's next? Like, who do you want to work with in terms of EFT? Like, what's your vision for yourself?
The vision is, I think I declared it 2 years ago with you on BCNLP, that I wanted to work with people who are at a place like me. And that means, showing outwardly like perfect, everything is fine, I'm adjusting, I'm functioning, but I'm still struggling with my duties as multiple roles. At the same time, I don't have time for myself. I'm a perfectionist. I'm not having time for myself in order to really attend to what is hitting me hard. So women primarily, yes, and young adults who are having this external representation of stress showing up as anxiety, maladaptive disorders, depression, feeling disconnected, feeling lifeless. It's huge, but I am getting to those tools because I've seen for myself, root cause is something which you've taught us, and anything working on the surface won't help till the time that is dealt with. So yes, with all the tools happening, all the processes getting refined, that's my bigger calling. And I feel very confident now to be able to take the bull by the horns. And yeah, that's about it. I think I feel absolutely grounded, safe, and assured that I can take it further. And my next small step is to have my masterclass, wherein this program that I'm beginning to shape up, which is called Reclaim Your Fire. That's the process for the next 3 to 4 months before the new year. So baby steps.
Lovely process, but also you seem so clear in terms of the maladaptive strategies and the people who have to take on those strategies as coping mechanisms. But the real work you're wanting to do, in addition to supporting them on the surface, is you really want to help them break free from the pattern long term, so you're the right person to come to when they don't want to just go circling around the surface again and again, but they're like, you know what, I'm ready to do the work. I'm ready to really explore what's underpinning that at a deeper level. So I love how you have so much clarity about it. Now, those who watch today, you've seen the authenticity of Shallu. You've felt the realness of her words, the beautiful, soft, safe tone that she has. And if you feel guided, if you feel that, you are done feeling shut down, or you're done feeling voiceless, or you're done stuck in a loop of anxiety, for example, or you just feel like you haven't got like an aim in life, or it's hard for you to hold on to, why am I here? What am I doing? What's going on? And you find yourself like at a crisis point, and you just want someone who can metaphorically hold your hand, like metaphorically listen to you, hear you out, ask you the right questions, help you to inquire deep within you, but also to inquire what is underpinning, and to do some of the deep work using emotional regulation tools like EFT, on the underpinning and then sort of reshape how you create a life forward for you, then, be in touch with Shallu. Just type ME below in the comments. She will be able to see the message. She'll be in touch with you because I know you're going to be in the perfect hands. So, Shallu, is there anything else you would like to share today?
Thank you for putting it across the maladaptive strategies, and that's where we are all stuck at. And all I want to share is I was lucky to have a mentor in you, and I don't get a chance to say that often, but I think I can and I should. The chance that I was talking about, that comes in places and spaces you really don't know. And just trust yourself and leap into it. I leapt and I learned to swim, and everybody can do it.
So true. I leapt and I learned to swim, and everybody can do it. It was a beautiful note to end this wonderful call on, and I
I'm
wish you
so
all,
excited.
I know, so much success and all things nice.
Thank you.
And those of you who joined us today, you can just type below where you dialed in from and hashtag live for live or hashtag replay for replay. Take care of yourselves. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.